one unheard message.
Wondering why? No, you ain't shy. I'ma say bye, but I know I won't think twice. Better let go of your.
Hey, what's up, my crowns and tiaras? Welcome to E-Toxic Tea Lounge. Everything in this video is allegedly. Let's talk. So today we are only going to be discussing some Blueface, okay, and Jaden Alexis. We got some Supacent, Katt Williams, and some Boosie, okay? So we are going to be talking about the shenanigans, and if y'all don't like it, I do not know what to tell y'all because I'm going to pop my stuff, okay? So Blueface is on the Barbie remix, and I must say I actually like this better than the original. As far as the video quality, the theme of the video, even Blueface's verse is actually kind of good to me, in my opinion. Jaden Alexis, even herself, knowing the words, actually going with the words is a very big thing in her other original video that she needed a little, touch up on that. She needed to learn her words and really have some energy and stuff. Here she looks a little lit, like she really looked like lit in this video, but she also had fun. The dance battle was really hilarious in my opinion. Blueface is a goofball, and I love that. I love when people can actually be goofy, be silly, don't be serious all the time, and have fun, because life is too short. Now, let me know down in the comments below, how do y'all feel about the Barbie remix? Blueface definitely came at people and was, dropping some names, and I felt like that was more of the entertainment in his verse, because he's like, blat out, I said everybody's name and y'all gonna do what, right? So a lot of people was like, okay, Blueface, let's get it going. Now his mother Carlissa definitely came out, and she had some things that she wanted to go on her IG stories and talk about, Barbie remix and stuff that I guess she had to get off her chest for another look at me, I'm his mom moment. Now she says, this ninja make one song I can dance to, and he don't invite me to be a backup dancer. Scared I'm going to steal the show. That's why you ain't my favorite no more. Blueface a hater. Now Dre, he goes on his stories and he was like, he definitely your favorite. And she said was, but ain't no more, okay? Because that's what another blog page had put out, what Dre said, that she is responding to that. Now, also, she says, now that's more like it, because somebody edited this and put Carlissa in the Barbie music video, and she actually likes this. Now, people are saying that she's weird, like she's always trying to insert herself when it comes to Blueface and Jaden Alexis and what they got going on. Now she says, I'm sorry if y'all don't like my humor when it comes to my kids and they little friends. It ain't going to change. I don't owe them nothing. F them kids. They try me, and I'll be here every day for what's mine and theirs until they apologize. So they better do like John used to do when I was in his stuff for throwing interceptions, helping the wrong team win. Roll your eyes and stomp your feet, because this black mammy gonna talk my sheets. Okay, hello, mother effer. Okay, I know that's right. We all gonna pop our stuff. Now, she also says, every time I think about Callie paying Jaden $50 to post her music, I have to repent. But God always on time. Because if I had known my son was blessing another human being to charge his flesh and blood to help with her music, I would have never worked one mother effing day in that restaurant trying to help them build. So if y'all catch me in my feelings, please move out my way. I got personal issues I'm working out with the Lord about the F stuff we been through. So she's like, F y'all, okay? She gonna do what she wanna do. Now, somebody also put this on their stories, added Carlissa, she's never gonna unblock you after this. And she said, aw, she should have never blocked me in the first place. Girl, you are still pressed over a block. Like, you need to get it over. Like, get over it, girl. You put yourself in these situations. NLE Choppa stepped up in the building, and he like, listen, Blueface, you not gonna name drop me, and I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say something, okay? So we're gonna get into what NLE Choppa has to say, but me personally, I just feel like NLE Choppa is being a little bit too sensitive. Like, okay, you feel some type of way, so what you're gonna do about it? You gonna fight about it, or you're gonna diss him back? Me, I'm all about, putting it in the music. How about you just make a diss track and, direct it towards Blueface so y'all can have like a battle for the hip hop community, because This is stuff that we want to see. We don't want to see no physical and all that petty stuff. Like, y'all need to really do what? Pack it up. Now, on Twitter, the Blue Girls Club has said Blueface hopped on Barbie remix, and this is Offset, Cardi, Soulja Boy, and NLE Choppa. NLE Choppa says, I hit you personally to stop speaking on me. I thought stuff was understood. Bet that. And did the little hand shaky little emoji. Okay, so how do y'all feel about NLE Choppa, responding to Blueface and his little diss piece? Now, play with me on this internet, and I'm going to use you. Best thing you can do is not acknowledge me or join to the circus. If I said it, it happened on Schoolyard. Dance around the truth. Okay, so he's basically putting out a PSA like, listen, if you don't want to bother me, you don't want to join this circus, just leave me alone, because anything I say is the truth. And if you don't like the truth being said about you, then I guess it is what it is. Now, me personally, like I stated before, I like Barbie remix. I actually liked Blueface's first. I think they did a really good job in the video, the quality, the theme. It was given more Barbie. The first one wasn't given Barbie. It was just like all over the place, and she didn't even know the lyrics. So I commend them and I applaud them for, doing the remix and actually doing a better job when it comes to the video and everything else. Blueface said what he said. He name dropped, and it just made it more interesting to see who would respond. And NLE Choppa is the first one to respond. So, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all know how Blueface is. He don't give two F's, okay? He's going to speak his mind. He going to tell his truth. And if you don't like it, then I guess you just don't like it. You could respond. You could ignore. It is what it is. But anyway, let me know down in the comments below, how do you like the remix? How do you like Blueface's verse, okay, and the things that he said? Now, people don't like it because he like, oh, here he go talking about Krishan and the guys that she allegedly messed with. And it's just like, okay, who cares? She makes diss tracks about him all the time. That's like the only music that she really do right now is dissing Blueface. Or being on a feature that disses baby daddies. Like, come on. Supacent and her ex-fiance Razor has been calling it quits. Okay, we're gonna get into some video clips of Supacent coming out, spilling her own tea. She like, listen, honey, you're not about to spill my own tea. I'm gonna come out and spill my tea.
I'm going to go ahead on and drop this tea before somebody drop it for me. I am no longer in a relationship. I am no longer engaged. I will not be friends with my ex. This was not a mutual agreement. I will not ask for privacy at this time because I know what come with this. I had a public relationship, so I have no problem with y'all speaking publicly about it. I will not be dating no time soon. Don't ask me. Don't even be expecting it. You will not catch me with nobody. You will not catch nobody with me. So yeah, I dropped that tea before somebody could drop it for me. Thank you.
Noted that she said that she has a public relationship. She basically had her relationship out in the open, so she doesn't have any issues with anybody having opinions or talking about her public relationship. Remember, she said that because the next clip that we're about to go into is basically saying why they broke up, and then I'm going to talk about what she said. Now, the full videos is going to be on my Instagram. Like y'all already know, it's on the Toxic Tea Lounge. And I want y'all to really listen to the things that she say and really let me know how y'all feeling about it.
And he tried to snatch my glasses off my face. And me not looking, I felt like you hit me. And me feeling like you hit me, I snuck him back. Don't snap. All that snatching stuff from me and all that, that should be an aggressive with me. We said we wasn't doing it anymore. We said we was not doing anything. We not moving off emotions. We not being aggressive with one another. Like we didn't came to that point in our relationship to where we not gonna put our hands on each other. You pull over on the side of the road on the arm ramp. As I'm walking away from the car, you drag me back to the car. I ain't break up with Ray because we had a little scuffle. This is what we do. I broke up with you because you had no regard for us being in public and you dragged me to a car. I ain't know, the reason why I put out the video and said, I'm gonna put this tea out because I ain't know who seen us on the side of the road. It was too many people passing us on the side of the road.
So let me get this straight. She broke up with him because he didn't have any type of regards to them being in public and doing their toxic things public, right? But if I'm not mistaken, didn't she just say that she has a public relationship and everything is put out on the public, so she really doesn't care? So why does this incident really matter? You know, understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, is there certain things that cannot be public? Because at the end of the day, you already know, as a person that's in the spotlight and has fame and stuff, people are gonna eventually see you, you know, and it doesn't matter. People are gonna find out things. So at the end of the day, she doesn't leave the toxic relationship that she had with Razor. Okay, she's leaving because she's more concerned of what other people are going to see. But she said it's a public relationship. That don't make no sense to me. If anything, it's backwards. I will leave a person more because it's a toxic situation, okay? Not, oh, because it's in public. All right, you understand what I'm saying? So she's okay with that toxic stuff being behind closed doors because she don't want nobody knowing that she's going through it. But now she came out only because she thought somebody would have seen it. You understand what I'm saying? She only came out because she was in fear that somebody saw them on the side of that road being toxic, and she said, listen, before anybody else come out with any footages or any type of tea, I'm going to spill the beans myself. Razor says, I dodged a bullet and walked away clean. I couldn't ask God for anything more. No dirt on my name, no scandal, no cheating. It's nothing anyone can say bad about me. Besides, it didn't work out. I'm at peace with my decision, all smiles. Okay, that's how he's feeling. She says, I wish I would have dodged them licks. Not acting like he ain't just fight and drag me on the interstate. Woo, child. Don't gaslight me before I spill for real. So I guess she's in her feelings about his statement. Then he says, I want to take this opportunity to address the recent incident involving Raynell and myself. I deeply regret the insensitive post I made on social media. It was thoughtless and it did not reflect the respect and love I have for her. Nevertheless, I understand the serious nature of this incident, and I want to make it clear that at no point did I physically harm my fiance. While we did have a disagreement, misunderstandings can occur with any relationship. This relationship is very important to me. Fighting for my family is top priority. I appreciate the concern of my friends, family, and the public. Your understanding and support mean a lot during this time as I navigate these personal matters. So basically, in his statements that he posted up online, doesn't seem any type of like they broken up, and his statements sound like as if they're still together and it's like they're still gonna get married or something. But she is having a whole different other type of story she got going on. And basically he's like, listen, he's calling her a liar. He's like, I didn't physically harm her. I didn't put my hands on her. He ain't do none of that. And she's saying a whole other story as if this is something not new to them. Like this is just a norm to them to be toxic and scuffle and, you know, do the little put a hands on each other and stuff like this. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's their business. If they want to come out and say this and say that, it is what it is. Because if they're going to get together, they still going to, if they're going to stay together, they're going to stay together. If they're going to break up, they're going to break up. It is what it is. That's relationships nowadays. We off and then we're on, off and on. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. So Katt Williams came out and he's basically saying Cedric, the entertainer, stole one of his jokes. This is not nothing new. This is like very old. So I don't understand why Katt Williams is bringing this out. The video will be on my Instagram, eToxic Teen Lounge. We are going to hear Cedric, the entertainer's response though, because he did make a video responding to Katt Williams about the matter. But this is what Katt said. 1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just turned my car into a spaceship. Okay, so that is a piece of what Katt Williams had to say.
What up, y'all? What's up? It's I'm going to address this Katt Williams thing one time, man. I saw people on there really commenting about that. Look, I have no idea what this brother is talking about. That joke is over 30 years old, close to 30-something years old. I did the Kings of Comedy in 1999. Probably had been doing that joke 6-7 years before that. don't even know if Katt was doing comedy then. So, again, he's a talented brother. I have no idea what he's talking about. I've never seen Katt do a space shuttle joke. So, there may be something that he believes is true. I've written a lot of jokes. I've had a lot of comedians steal my jokes as well. So I understand if you feel, slighted by that, but that's my joke. That's my joke, dog. Driving space shuttle to the moon, cigarette, cutie pie rocking in the background, parallel parking the space shuttle. It's my joke, dog. So.
I actually like Cedric's response. He's very calm and seemed very unbothered, and he still stuck to his guns, stood 10 toes down. Like, listen, that's my joke. It is what it is, and, feel however you want to feel, put whatever you want to put in your head. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's so old at this point. Who cares? Y'all been saying the same joke for all these years back then, and it's like, it's 2024. Why are we coming into the new year with things that was like mad long ago? Like, I just don't understand the concept. Now, let me know how y'all feel about Katt Williams coming out and trying to expose Cedric the Entertainer. And on top of that, he is talking about a whole bunch of other things too. TS Madison and Boosie. Y'all already know Boosie came out and he is not happy with the color purple because it has a lot of lesy things going on, if you know what I'm talking about. And he's like, listen, this is not for my daughters. I am upset that I went there and seen this and my daughters went to see this. But basically, TS Madison responded to the things that he was saying, and we are going to get straight into some of the things. Now, we already know that Boosie has a history of being or coming off as homophobic. Okay, so we are going to get into that. Me, on top of this, what I'm about to talk about, one thing I could say is Boosie cannot give any type of parental, any type of advice when he himself said on video, okay, and this is proof, okay, and this is receipts, that he said his 12 and 13-year-old nephews and sons had got some sloppy top from a grown woman. Who is giving parental advice? Not him. He says, why if someone doesn't agree with the, LGBTQ narrative that's being pushed, why do y'all say that the person who doesn't agree is, in the LGBT community? That's bullying. We have a right as parents to say it's not cool for a 7 and 9-year-old to watch this. We have rights as parents to protect our children as much as we can. I have no problem at all with the community people. My granddad was a preacher, Southern Baptist, and I'm just trying to raise my kids with the same beliefs and respect we was raised with. It's just this world will have you in a fight to do so. Okay. TS says, beloved Boosie official, I am not in any way angered at you, sir. There is no accountability ever taken for any of the contributions you added to the demise of our community, as in black peoples. You had folks agreeing with you because they are just as misguided in their thoughts as you. You again sat with your daughter through all the parts, dehumanizing and demeaning a black woman, ex-slave. Okay, we're going to use, different terminologies because of, YouTube. A black woman, a black woman. And the moment she finds love from a woman from up under a black man, a deuce is too much. And now becomes a agenda. I shouldn't expect much from a man who paid grown women to SA his teenage son and nephew, thinking that makes him a man. No, sir, that makes them and you a mister. As long as you speak on making our existence an LGBT people an agenda to hurt kids, I'll be right here to remind you of your part in damaging kids. Be blessed, beloved. Okay. Boosie says, T.S. Madison, you seem offended because the truth hurts. The movie had great acting, but it's just not appropriate for my little girls to watch. And it's not just me, trans Maddie, that feels this way, shaking my head. So go read all the comments across social media about the film. It's a lazy classic, but good film. Just because someone don't agree with their little girls watching this, that makes them homosexual. So everyone who disagrees is, in the community, maybe you're mad at yourself for being yourself. You've been mad at me since I told the trainee swimmer, get out the damn pool and go swim against Michael Phelps. Leave me alone, my guy. Okay. Then he says, trans Maddie, that's not my community. That's your community. And before I said anything, this movie was labeled a lazy classic all over the internet, shaking my head. Why you not going at the sites who labeled it, the community classic? You should be proud. And y'all better start getting your 16-year-old son some pussy. Laugh out loud. If not, this world will push them to like the same sex. We, as parents, have the right to fight for this being pushed on our kids, as millions of people don't agree with what's being pushed on our kids. Let's keep it 100. Almost every movie comes on, the first 20 minutes, the agenda is being pushed. You barely see a man and a woman engaging on films these days. Even cartoons, superheroes, etc. They still have millions of people that will believe in traditional households who still want grandchildren made the right way by a man and woman. It's still millions of people, especially people who were raised in the church house, who want their family to follow Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, or Eve and Erica, or Tsmadison. That's our right and our fight. Do you feel no one's supposed to disagree or have the right to say we don't think it's cool? It's no hate at all in my heart for the community people, but we as parents have the right to say we don't want our kids watching that. We have the right to say we don't want a Maddie in the pool taking our gold medals from our girls who've been swimming and training their whole life. As parents, we have a right to say we feel this being pushed on our kids is not cool with us. As parents, we have a right to want our sons to love a woman and our daughters to love a man. And Maddie, when your male family members didn't agree with you transforming, did you call them homosexuals? No, you didn't. Okay, let me start off by saying this. Everybody's entitled to feel however they want to feel when it comes to the LGBT community, and a lot of the things that are put upon us that people want us to respect and understand when it comes to the community, right? Now, there are certain households that, doesn't like interracial couples. They don't like men on men. They don't like woman on woman. They don't like trans. They don't like certain things that you just don't make sense to them. Okay. Now, you cannot protect and hide your kids from everything in the world because it's everywhere. It's on the TVs, like he stated. It's in public. You could be, people in school. There's going to be girl on girl. There's going to be boy on boy. So your kid is going to be around it regardless. Let's just have these conversations. Let's just have these tough conversations that these parents do not want to have with their kids. They just want to, protect them and go against the world and do this and do that without having any type of education to back it up. Me personally, I'm one of the types that I do not agree with, trans being in women bathroom and stuff like that, because a lot of the trans women don't even have, the whole transformation. You understand what I'm saying? Just because a trans woman has some breasts and, a wig and is taking estrogen pills and stuff like that does not make them 100% woman at all. There are people that have, still have their junk and they're in woman bathrooms where females and girls and everything go in, and I'm not comfortable with that, and I don't care how nobody feels, because at the end of the day, if you're biologically a man, okay, you still got your piece and everything else, you're supposed to be where you belong, in the male's bathroom. And that's just how I feel. So, yeah, certain things I don't agree with and certain things I'm not going to understand. And I really don't want to understand it, to be honest with you. And that's just how I feel about it. Everybody could be whoever they want to be. I can respect your pronouns. I can respect whoever you feel like you want to be. But certain things like sharing bathrooms and stuff like that, and, being in the same jails and stuff with women and stuff, if you still have your peace. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. A lot of trans say they're transitioning and they're not transitioning at all. They still look manly. Okay, all they do is have a wig on and wear female clothes. There's no transition at all. You understand what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of people is like, really just don't like what is going on, and that's okay, because not everybody is going to accept or respect, certain things in life. And I just feel like TS Madison definitely had a point, because he is the type of person that says, oh yeah, I have grown women do this to my, minor sons and nephews, and that is not okay. That is basically him admitting to having his sons violated and his nephews violated, and I don't agree with that either. So I don't feel like Boosie can be the right type of person to try to give any type of parental advice or anything. He could do whatever he want to do with his kids at the end of the day. So if he don't want his daughters watching a girl on girl action, then that's on him. okay? Me, I'm the type of person that I teach my kids, you know, because they're going to see whatever they're going to see, and we as parents supposed to have conversations with them. I'm the type of person that have conversations with my kids, and that is just how it is. You're supposed to have your kids love whoever they want to love and don't judge and stuff like that. And that's how you're supposed to raise your kids. You're not supposed to raise them how you was raised, because nowadays that's not how it is. However you was raised back in the day is not how it is 2024 and in the future. It's just getting worse. So at the end of the day, have these these tough conversations that you don't want to have with your kids, and it just goes from there. But at the end of the day, let me know how y'all feel about everything. Now, if you are trans or whatever, you're not going to probably like the things that I said regarding the bathroom and the whole situation, but it is what it is. Everybody is not going to be, accepting to certain things when it comes to certain things from the community. Me, myself, I'm bisexual, okay? I don't have nothing against anybody or whatever the case, but I do feel like there should be some type of boundary when it comes to the trans community, okay? Especially if you're not fully transitioned. And if you do not understand what that means, go look it up, because I'm not going to sit here and, educate you on that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know exactly what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, I love y'all. If this is a trigger warning, I do not know what to tell you. I said what I said, and that's just my opinion on how I feel about, what is being said and what is going on regarding that. But anyway, I love y'all, and if you have anything that y'all would like for me to talk about, hit up E-Toxic Tea Lounge, and y'all already know I got y'all. Toodaloo. Mwah.
When the